The one thing about twins is that they've been doing it their whole life.
It's a very individualized sport.
A lot of guys have to text their friends like, hey, you want to go work out? As where we always had a partner. We were in the same bedroom from birth till 18 years old.
For 18 years, we shared everything but underwear and shoes.
We grew up in O'Fallon, Illinois, which is southern Illinois. We're about 15, 20 minutes from St. Louis.
Pool host was a big name for St. Louis Cardinals fans, but it would be like one day I would wear the Pools jersey, you know, get it washed, and 2 days later, Danny's wearing the same shirt. We were driving by the high school down the road from our house, and there was like a flyer up, and it was Little Panthers wrestling. So our dad was like, that's interesting. He didn't think we'd be any good at basketball because he's seen us play in the backyard. We went into it completely thinking I was jumping off the top rope. Like, we got in there, I was like, what is this? What's going on here?
Most wrestlers believe the hardest worker is the one that's going to win. That just carried over into everything we did.
If your brother or your twin is doing something and you're not, you're going to feel left behind.
He'd be sitting on the couch eating breakfast or something, and I'd be like, all right, this is where I get him. I'm going to get him here. I'm going to put my headphones on, I'm going to go run. He's not going to see me. I'm going to outwork him.
Every time my dad got home, he'd be like, hey, so what'd you do today? And Danny would list off, you know, I did this, this, and this. And I would list off, well, I just did this. And my dad's like, oh, he's going to beat you today. In high school, we would get kicked out of practice, I think once a week at least, most of the time twice a week, for fighting. When we would go home, our beds were 2 feet apart from each other, so, you know, I'm laying this way and he's laying that way, just kind of, I don't want to look at you.
Part of the reason why, you know, the attraction of recruiting twins is you get 2 for 1, right? If you can sell one, you're going to get the other one.
If a coach sent me a letter, I would call him or I would text him back, and I would tell him, we're coming together. You know, if you get one of us, you're getting both of us.
Zach is a little more outgoing, kind of a different sense of humor than Danny.
This is the correct answer.
Danny is a pain in my neck. Like, I'm always having to do something extra because of him. Come on now, this ain't that hard.
Zach is very sloppy. Leaves trash everywhere.
That is
very sloppy.
That is so not true.
Yeah, it is.
It's so not true.
Yes, it is.
There's been times where they've gotten chippy for sure. One of them will take the other one down and say something in his ear that doesn't make him happy. They're both at the point where they're big, strong kids, and they know if it gets physical, it's not going to be good.
We have this, I guess, system where we keep each other in check. You know, if one of us gets lazy, the other one's going to say, dude, you're being lazy. You're not going to be where you want to be.
You want to cry? I hurt your feelings, so what? Like, you need to hear it.
We've been going off Wednesday afternoons, and we'll come in on Thursday, and most guys look really fresh. Those 2 guys look tired. And the reason why they look tired is because they probably worked out at least twice on Wednesday, maybe 3 times on Wednesday.
We were almost incapable of saying no. We were like, if he asked to work out, we'd be like, as much as it sucked, we'd be like, all right, yep, here we go.
Nice answer by Braunagel. The hard drive gets it to 6-6.
I get pretty invested in Danny's matches, and I'll be like yelling with my headphones on, and like someone will tap me. He's like, dude, you're being really loud right now.
Impressive win here. Really nice job by Braunagel.
When you're invested and you're that close and it's blood, those type of things can take a toll on you emotionally. I've told him before, you start getting too invested, you start getting too involved, you need to leave the gym. Part of the reason why we recruited them is because we think they can get us to the next level, right?
Zac Braunagel and sudden victory.
Anybody can say how they're going to be good in wrestling and what they're going to do to be good. It doesn't matter. You have to do it, and they do it.
Last year, we were named co-captains of the team. I don't think he's regretted it. Hope he hasn't regretted it. At first, it was hard for us to lead a team because at the time, I think we were the youngest guys on the team. We're your leader now to like guys who who had shown us the way the year before.
The way the Illinois staff looks at the Braunagel twins as exemplars for everybody else.
And I knew, frankly, I would ruffle some feathers with the older guys. But again, I think over a 4-year period, those guys are going to impact a lot of guys on our team. Maybe the best compliment I can give them is the higher up the podium they end up, they've earned it. They 100% earned it.